Samsung A series has always been the go-to for those who want powerful features without heavy flagship prices. But in 2025, the competition between the Samsung Galaxy A16 and the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G is heating up. The question is, which one would you give more value for your money? Let's find out together. In 2024, one of the most talked about mid-rangers, smooth, budget-friendly and reliable smartphone was the Samsung Galaxy A16. In fact, I actually made a video on it here on YouTube, so you can check it out after this one. Fast forward to 2025, the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G takes center stage as it brings about 5G connectivity, upgraded internals, and a modern design at an affordable price. So how do A16 versus A17 actually compare? Well, let's start with design and display of both phones. On the surface, both phones look fairly modern. The Samsung Galaxy A17 5G has a more refined aesthetic. How? The A16 comes in with a 6.7-inch display with 90Hz refresh rate, whereas the A17 comes with 6.7 Super AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate, which is crazy because the iPhone 16 doesn't have a 120Hz refresh rate, which is mind-blowing, right? The A16 is heavier and thicker. The camera cuts out also looks similar to the S series, and the A16 weighs 200 grams and thickness of 7.9 millimeters. In comparison, the A17 has similar dimensions but weighs about 192 grams, which is actually nice, and has a thickness of 7.5 millimeters. The A16 uses a plastic frame and back and Gorilla Glass fixtures over the screen, while the A17 is listed with a glass fiber back material and the same plastic frame and features protected display. The A17 has a full high definition plus screen resolution of 1080 by 2340 pixels. Now, in terms of brightness, both phones support 800 nits. Alright? To be honest, the Samsung Galaxy A17 clearly wins here due to high resolution, smoother refresh rate, which makes it more enjoyable for gaming and video streaming. Anyways, let's talk about performance and benchmarks. Some time ago, one of my followers on TikTok said the Samsung Galaxy A16 will beat the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus on a speed test or gaming test. Now, what he doesn't know is that the Exynos 1330 is lacking behind a chipset that was built over 5 years ago. I'm talking about the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset. To add salt to injury, the Samsung Galaxy A17 still uses the same Exynos 1330 chipset. Anyways, before the end of this video, I'll do a speed test between the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Alright, now according to Phone Arena, the octa-core processor of the A16 just managed below 1000 points in the Geekbenchmark 6 single-core test and around 1900 points in multi-core performance. The 3D Max score was just in about 360 points, and since both A17 and A16 use the same chipset, we aren't expecting much or anything huge from the A17. But I will still keep you guys updated with Phone Arena to know how the silicon performs with the new, A17. Meanwhile, the Antutu score for the A16 version 9 was about 368,854, and for version 10, 435,895. In summary, with a GPU or 3D Max score of 360 and barely 2000 points for a Geekbench single core test, this system is not meant for heavy AAA gaming like Call of Duty Mobile. Now, in terms of day-to-day use like light gaming, social media, both phones are good for you. But if you want better gaming and multitasking, both phones aren't good for you. Although, if you're currently using Samsung Galaxy A15, I would suggest you get A17. Anyways, let's discuss the camera comparison. When it comes to camera, I don't think anyone should expect much from a mid-range smartphone. Well, both phones come with 50 megapixel main camera, 5 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro, and 30 megapixel selfie. In essence, no upgrade on the megapixel, alright? But there is a tendency that Samsung might actually tweak the image processing algorithm to improve the camera quality on the Samsung Galaxy A17. With time, I will do a side-by-side comparison between both cameras. Anyways, let's discuss software updates on both phones. You see, the A16 comes with Android 14 and have up to 6 years of software updates, while the A17 is expected to come with Android 15 and 6 years of support. In essence, both phones are going to get One UI 8, and in case you're wondering, the A17 is going to have side-mounted capacitive fingerprint scanner. Both phones have about have 5G and also have the same, storage and memory configurations. Alright, anyways, let's discuss battery life. Well, battery life is the same, 5000 mAh battery capacity, and both phones offer 25 watts fast charging. Unfortunately, no wireless charging on both phones. I guess Samsung sees the wireless charging, as a premium feature on its main flagship. Alright, well, let's discuss price and value. This phone is very likely to launch around, $200. In Nigeria, that's about 305,000 naira only. Whereas the A16, which might be out of stock, is likely going to be, available for $180 in most retail shop. That's about 275,000 naira. The question is, are you really on a budget, or you are looking for something more? Because if you are on a budget, the A16 delivers great value. But if you want something more, the modern A17 is very likely to have a better camera, and that will be great for you. But if you're looking for a classic premium phone, I would suggest both Note 10 Plus and the S10 Plus, which are actually the main flagship of Samsung. Now, speaking of S10 Plus, let's do a speed test between the S10 Plus and Samsung Galaxy A16. Time to prove Samsung Galaxy A series users fans wrong. I hope it's clear now. Anyways, let us know in the comments, Samsung Galaxy A16 and Samsung Galaxy A17, which one would you buy? Meanwhile, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.